असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय.
Good morning, all of you. Let's chant the prayer on page number 7 and 8 together. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu मा विद्विषावहै ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Go to page number 49. Page 49 in your prayer book. So these are the words of Swami Vivekananda. And here Swamiji says, all the strength and succor you want is within yourselves. Therefore, make your own future. Let the dead past bury its dead. The infinite future is before you. And you must always remember that each word, thought and deed lays up a store for you, and that as the bad thoughts and bad works are ready to spring upon you like tigers, so also there is the inspiring hope that the good thoughts and good deeds are ready with the power of 100,000 angels to defend you always and forever. So here Swamiji is stressing on the importance of a correct thought process. And Swamiji says, whenever we start doing some work, we should start with a thought that we will be able to complete it successfully. We should have a strong determination that I can do it, I will do it, I will definitely complete it. When we don't have this thought, when we have a bad thought or a wrong thought or a negative thought that what happens if I cannot complete it, what if I am unable to complete it successfully, then the whole effort which we have put goes waste. So this thought can disturb the whole work and practice and effort which we have done for so many days. Once there was a man and he was walking, and while walking he had to cross a forest. He has to walk through the forest and it was 20 kilometers. So he was very enthusiastic. He felt that it was very easy for him to cross that forest because he was quite fit and energetic. So he started walking very fast and he walks for 4 kilometers in very less time. And he takes rest for some time and drinks some water. Again he gets up and starts walking for 4 more kilometers. But he is not so fast now. He walks slowly and he feels hungry. He has some food with him, so he eats that food and sits for some time and continues walking for 4 kilometers. Now he walks slowly, very slowly. He is not able to maintain the same speed which he had started. And after walking for 4 kilometers, he feels tired, he feels exhausted, and he takes rest under a tree. And after waking up, he is confused because his body was tired and it was not supportive. He felt that he could not walk further. He felt as he could not put one step also further. Then he didn't know what to do because he was in the middle of his journey. If he has to cross the forest, he had to walk 8 kilometers. and if he wants to go back, he has to cross 12 kilometers. While he was in a dilemma, or these thoughts were going on in his mind, he hears a sound from behind. He turns and looks. There was a tiger. It was standing behind him and it was waiting to jump on him. So, on seeing the tiger, he immediately gets up and starts running without looking back. And he crosses the forest very quickly. So, he finishes that 8 kilometers without looking back and in very less time. So, it means that this man had the power within him, he had the energy, but one negative thought that I am tired, I am feeling tired, I cannot go forward, stopped him from doing this. So, if the tiger would not come, then he could not have completed that work. So, that is how we all are, and this situation we come across most of the times in our life. We start doing the work with enthusiasm. After a few days, that enthusiasm comes down, and we feel that we cannot, or it is difficult for us to complete it. So that thought that it is difficult makes all the effort go waste. So that's why these words of Swami Vivekananda are essential in our life to be remembered, that one thought which is wrong can spoil everything which is good. Again, towards the end, Swamiji was saying that it is also inspiring hope that the good thoughts and good deeds are really with the power of 100,000 angels to defend you always and forever. Similarly, the good thoughts, the good actions, the good habits which we have also have the same effect. Even though we don't realize them, they have the same effect on us and they give the same power to us. So here I would like to narrate another anecdote about father and two sons. There was a man and he was a drunkard, and he never fulfilled his responsibilities as a father. He always used to punish his two sons, and those two sons were unhappy. They were leading a miserable life under his father. Years pass by and they grow up. They end up being fully grown gentlemen, young men. And between these two sons, the first brother, the first son, the eldest one, he also becomes a drunkard like his father, and he follows his father and was leading the same life which his father was leading. Whereas the younger one was completely different. He educated himself, he was doing a respectable job, and he was leading a happy life. So both of them were completely different in their behavior, attitude, mannerism, and lifestyle. So there was a neighbor, and he was observing this family since childhood. So one day he calls the two brothers and he starts a discussion with them. And then he puts across his doubt that both of you were living with the same father and you are completely different. How come? And the first one, that is the eldest son, he says, I took inspiration from my father. I followed what my father was doing, so I ended up being a drunkard like him. And the younger one says, I also took inspiration from my father, but I thought that whatever my father is doing, I should never do it. So whenever I understood or I realized that I am behaving like my father, I stopped it. And that is why I am here. So this is the correct thought process. Even though both of them are in the same situation, the second son changes his lifestyle by a correct thought, correct ideas, and pure habits. So this is the impact of good thoughts also. So when we have good thoughts, definitely those good thoughts can conquer the bad ones. So these words of Swami Vivekananda are quite effective and are useful to us. So remember these words. Whenever we start something, we should always start with a positive thought that we will definitely complete it successfully. Even though we get a negative thought, we should feel that this is not correct, I will do it, I can do it. Then when you give such hints, it helps us and we will be able to do it correctly. So this is what I wanted to share with you all. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.